So if you're hanging around the internets this week, you probably saw this video that went viral about this racist chick at UCLA.
The problem is these hordes of Asian people. I'll be like deep into my studying, into my political science, and then all of a sudden when I'm about to like reach an epiphany, overhear from somewhere, oh, Ching Chong Ling Long Ting Tong.
Oh, shaking my head. But you know what? I don't think the real problem is just people like this chick.
The problem is...
Wait a minute. I think you should let me get this one. The problem is not the Asians in the library. I think the problem is that we have a culture and a system that creates people like her.
Oh!
Lord have mercy. See, the bigotry that was expressed in her rant, not only are there a ton of people that are like that out there who just don't happen to put it on video, but it's woven into the very system that we're all a part of every day. What do I mean by this? Well, take a look around. For example, look at SB 1070 in Arizona, which legalized racial profiling. Or the U.S. property appraisal system started in the 1930s, which tied property value to... Did you hear that thunder? It's a sign! Tied property values to race. This system has created segregation in neighborhoods across America. And if you don't believe me, check out the census info from 2010. It's pretty shocking. See, the fact of the matter is that people like Alexandra are a product of our culture, not the exception to it. But people rarely want to look at the bigger picture. It's easier just to cry, oh, a racist, when there's an individual to point at. But we as a country have a bigger problem to fix. We've got to start looking at the structural racism which produces Alexandra Wallace's. Yet people continue to ignore that. That's America for ya. Land of the free, home of the dumbasses. Shh, just let me be angry today. Oh, and P.S. Alexandra is not primarily a racist. The things that she say allude to her being more of a xenophobe. But of course there are arguable components of both. What a winner. But, you know, technicalities aside, she might be expelled from her university now. What the f***? Ever heard of free speech? It may be nasty speech, but she still has the constitutional right to say it. Not only that, but come on, UCLA, you're a university. You should recognize that that's treating a symptom and not the problem. By kicking her out, you're just gonna send her back to her friends and family, which probably contributed to this behavior in the first place.
So being the polite, nice American girl that my mama raised me to be...
Yeah. So this chick is now facing like major shaming, embarrassment, outcasting from the community. And let's face it, she deserves it. She's become a pop icon for racism and the perpetuator of the stereotype of the stupid blonde girl
that my mama raised me to be.
But she's also being harassed at school after someone posted her final exam schedule, and she's been allegedly receiving death and rape threats. And again I say, what the f***? Combating racism and xenophobia with sexism and sexual violence is not the answer. Land of the free, home of the dumbasses. Our culture has a disease, and unless we get it some f***ing health insurance, it's gonna die. Or turn into a mutant nasty monster. It already kind of has. So what you gonna do about it? Acknowledging it is step one, baby. We're on our way.
Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.
Except your mom. Oh.
What?
Now, I know this video is a lot different than the videos that I usually put out, but when y'all filled out that survey at the end of 2010, 80% of you said that you'd like to see other topics besides sexuality. I hath delivered. I'll see you next week.